Is this the glamorization of a killer? Rolling Stone's latest cover promises a deeply reported account of the life and times of Boston bomber Dzhokar Tsarnaev.
The heck you gonna put an alleged bomber, knowing that he's caught, and then all of a sudden try to play him like he's a rock star? What kind of crap is that?
Dzhokar Tsarnaev is, of course, the surviving Boston bombing suspect, who, with his brother, police say, set off a pair of bombs at the Boston Marathon in April. The attack killed 3 people and injured more than 260 others. Rolling Stone's Facebook page is filled with angry users calling the decision to feature Tsarnaev on the cover a disgrace and a bad decision, with many calling for a boycott of the legendary magazine. These are the covers most are used to seeing from Rolling Stone, featuring musicians and popular actors. But the magazine did feature cult leader and killer Charles Manson in 1970 and, in fact, won a National Magazine Award for the piece. Boston Globe writer Scott Kernan weighed in on the Tsarnaev cover, and while he acknowledges simply reporting on a controversial issue isn't necessarily glamorizing it, context and presentation matter. It's a transparent, cynical attempt by Rolling Stone to reassert its dusty but fabled brand as once again edgy and counterculture. The issue, he wrote, is in part the photo selection of the Tsarnaev cover, which he compares to a teen idol's publicity photo. And the potentially hurtful problem with that for Boston Marathon victims is that Tsarnaev does happen to have some fans. Free Dzhokar Tumblr, Facebook, and Twitter accounts have drawn fans that campaign for his innocence and at times even call him things like beautiful and too pretty to be guilty. It's not an entirely new phenomenon. Charles Manson has fans, as does Colorado shooting suspect James Holmes and accused necrophiliac killer Luca Rocco-Magnotta. Rolling Stone's cover on Tsarnaev claims to be a riveting and heartbreaking account of how a charming kid with a bright future became a monster. Tsarnaev pleaded not guilty to 30 counts in connection to the bombings last week. For Newsy, I'm Christina Hartman.